Sam Sheffer is the head of the Snapchat Discover team at Mashable. Before that, he worked as a social media manager at The Verge. I talked to him about both those jobs and more. First, I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Sam Sheffer. I am 25 years old. I live in Manhattan, which is an island in New York, specifically in the East Village. I worked at Engadget. I worked at The Verge. I now work at Mashable, where I run our Snapchat Discover channel. Casey Neistat spray painted my Apple Watch gold about a year ago. I have an iPhone 6S, 64 gigabyte on AT&T. It's rose gold, and I'm Sam Sheffer everywhere on the internet: Snapchat, Periscope, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Beam, you name it, I'm there.
So, how did you get into news?
Flashback to like 2007, 2008, 2009. I've always been obsessed with tech and gadgets, and I was a big fan of a website called Engadget, and I read Engadget pretty obsessively. The beauty of Engadget back in the day was there was always, I mean, still kind of to this day, but there was always a new post. Like every 20 minutes there was news, you know? So if you weren't refreshing and if you weren't on the pulse, you could be missing crucial news breaks. So I became obsessed with being like ahead of the curve and seeing when things break, and kind of developed that into using that skill on Twitter, and then eventually like getting a job in it. But it's just from a young age, I've always been obsessed with breaking news and being first to things.
Mm-hmm. And how did you like managing the emerging social media at The Verge?
That was cool. Those came much later on.
Mm-hmm.
Periscope launched 1 year ago, like this month. So that was a very, very new platform. I've been waiting for a true, like a well put together live streaming app to come to the phone, and Periscope and Meerkat. Verge never really did get on Meerkat, but we were pretty big on Periscope. I sort of led that command, and then with Snapchat, we created the organic account in August of 2014. So I did that for about 1 year, and that I really fell in love with because built an audience around something truly organic. The account had 0 followers, and by the time I left, it was getting 15,000-20,000 views per snap, and built an audience around the culture of The Verge, and showing around the office and what we're working on, and being able to give it to someone across the world to cover something is really powerful, because it's like, hey, I'm in New York, I'm in Bryant Park, and we're testing this electric skateboard, but Amar is in Paris, and there's some new crazy like whatever, or Thomas is in Amsterdam, or like Vlad's in UK, and and it was cool because I also got to sort of own that account as well. So it was like anything I thought I ever wanted to do, I could just.
Mm-hmm. So how did you go from The Verge to Mashable?
I kind of looked at the work I did at Verge and the opportunity to go do something completely new and something I'd never done before, work for a whole new team, build out a whole system. And I said yes to it because I think I'm at an age where I can, and I did, jump ship, so to speak. The opportunity came my way, and I thought it is, it's an awesome job. It's something like that not many people get to be doing every day. There's 20 publishers in Discover, so like how many humans are actually get to like know the ins and outs of publishing on Discover? Not very many. So it's a really unique opportunity and a very interesting space to play in.
Did you also go to Mashable because you love Snapchat, or just because it was a really unique opportunity?
I think it was more because it was a really unique opportunity. It definitely helps that it's Snapchat, obviously, Leander, but I don't think that, like, I was like, yes, I want to do this because it's Snapchat. It was like, wow, this is a really awesome opportunity. Like, yeah, it's Snapchat, but, like, getting to, sort of man the ship and curate and decide, and we get to make videos here, and yeah.
Do you have any advice for people like me who want to get into new media?
Yeah, I think it's really good to connect with people on Twitter, you know, like all the Verge editors' names, and that's like really impressive. I think if you show enthusiasm and you put out good content, like tweet about articles you read, like give some thoughts, give some opinions, like formulate your own judgments and opinions on things, and obviously like favoring tweets helps, and responding to tweets with smart comments, and not being in troll and that kind of thing. Just like get visibility, and just like be yourself on Twitter and utilize the platforms to the best of your ability. Yeah.